Yo, this is A.Girl, the flyest, the dopest rapper, the gangsterest singer, the most stylish. I mean, can take your wife, could take your husband, all of that and more from the area. Aljana Garlic, and you're watching Take Flight. Gang.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Wings to Take Flight. We're back in the cut again with none other Sydney's motherfucker finest, A.Girl.
What's good?
Thanks for coming through. Well, thank you for having me.
No, all good.
Where we're at, tell the people.
We are at Studio 267 in Liverpool. This is a spot. This is where I come through, sesh, make some good music, vibe with some good people, crash people sessions,
Hectic.
talk shit.
Hectic.
It's a spot.
Thanks for having us here.
Nah, thank you for coming.
All right, you're going from being, we're going to go straight into it.
Yeah, let's go.
You're going from being, one of the queens of the R&B world down under, right?
Mm-hmm.
But real quick, you've become one of the heaviest hitters in the rap game out here. Heaviest hitters.
Real shit.
Real shit. But we're going to take it back. We've got to start off by taking it back. The first live raps I've been able to find of you, before I knew who you were, super bass verse.
Fuck.
Super bass verse. X Factor, 2014.
Yuck.
14 years old, right?
Yeah.
Back then, when you first dropped that,
Jeez.
did you thought, like, in 10 years' time, I'm actually going to be a rapper out there? You had no
no
idea?
It's not that I had no idea. It's just was like, I've always loved rap. That's why like I covered it, you know, doing like Nicki Minaj and like whatever.
Of course.
But never thought I'd delve deep into it to the point where it's like that will become my music. You
Your
know
literal
what I mean?
life.
My literal life. And who I am as an artist. But yeah, fuck, you brought it way back. I was not expecting that.
Even further than that, though, we'll go back 2013. Australia's Got Talent, yeah? Or you can YouTube the videos if you really want to see
you can't.
So you were 13 at the time, man.
Yes.
Involved in all these reality music TV shows. What's something you learned at such a young age being on these shows? Things you learned behind the scenes, things you learned on them?
Behind the scenes stuff was more, it was like, none of that shit is real. None of that shit is real. None of it is for the music as well. I went in being like real airhead, you know, just like, oh, this is gonna help me like get me to the levels of like, you know, talking to managements and like record labels and shit like that. Bruh, nah, not at all. Like, and even when it did, it got me talking to the wrong management and the wrong type of record labels. You know what I mean?
Wrong way.
Yeah. But, you know, there was a lot of good and bad that I learned from those shows, but it was just like a lot of pressure for a young female at that age. There was a lot of needing to be camera ready all the time, needing to be just on, you know, like there wasn't room for me to have like my own shit happening, my own shit going on. They literally would film me at whatever time of day.
Big Brother style shit.
Big Brother shit.
Yeah.
And then you had like little GoPro cameras that you had to have with you and you had to vlog yourself. Like, I'm eating, I'm waking up, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Actual Big Brother type
proper
shit.
Job shit.
Yeah.
But like in hindsight, it kind of prepared me for what is now, you know what I mean? Like kind of being on for camera all the time, kind of walking around and looking the way that I do, being very presentable, being very on, being very ready for any camera to kind of point its way.
Ready for fan photos,
straight the fuck
music
out.
videos,
Straight
it
the
doesn't
fuck
matter.
out.
You're good
Yeah,
to go.
because like homies always be like, oh, what you doing tonight? I've got this and this video. Space.
Oh, space, man.
Spacely.
2 minutes before the video's on.
Yeah. And so I've just learnt to kind of always be ready and be on, but it was because of shows and shit. But yeah, just a lot of pressure, a lot of being in the public eye. I got this habit of like hating physical touch because of shows, because like, you know, I was always on road. And fans, when you're on TV, people are just like, she's famous.
Oh, that's the A.Girl right there.
That's it.
That
like,
is the A.Girl.
Yeah. So like, you're not human when people are famous. You know what I mean?
True.
Even though it was a 5 minutes of fame back then, and it wasn't for my own music, it was still fame. It was very much random cunts knew me. You know what I mean? And so they would just. I had this woman tackle me one time. I had this dude
when you were
jump
young.
on me. When I was young.
Yeah, that's weird, man. People don't know boundaries at all.
They didn't. And then so I learned to adapt my own boundaries real quick. And yeah, one of them being like hating physical touch. Like I just get real fucking...
It's sad, but I guess it's a good, you know, in a way.
In a way, yeah. But that's just a few of like the things that have come with the TV stuff. But like, learning to be comfortable in front of this type of setting
Yeah.
is what TV taught me as well. Learning to like adapt to in-ears, talk to like production crews, talk to directors, talk to adults in a way where it was like I wasn't a kid. I knew what I wanted,
So
and
put you on a professional level really early.
really early, which is why I feel like now when people kind of see A.Girl doing what she's doing and how she's doing it, they're just kind of like, oh, why is she so professional with it? And it's like, because
I've been doing it.
I've been doing it. Yeah.
All right. So, like you said, being in the spotlight, being in the mini fame, let's say, from such a young age, you're one of the realest people I met. Like, I've known you for a minute out there. How do you reckon you've stayed grounded through all this? Like, you're not walking around like, bitch, I'm the shit. You might think it.
Sometimes.
And you might rap it. But you don't exclude it to everyone. You don't, not exclude it, but you don't put that vibe out there that you are the shit.
Yeah.
How have you managed to stay grounded through this?
I think it's my family, for sure.
Okay.
My family has kept me grounded my whole life. Just my roots of knowing who I am, where I'm from, what I came from, and not letting anything get to me, because I can kind of just feel like at any moment this could all be taken away. You know what I mean? So don't even walk around like you're the shit, because it's just like you could drop off tomorrow and then what? Like
you're back to being a nobody.
Yeah, hard. But your last moments or your last words or your last breath was trying to talk like you were the best in the room, or you were the best in Australia, or the best in the world. You know what I mean? It's one thing to believe you're the best in the room, but it's one thing to go out and tell everybody you are, like no one else is better.
It's good for you to know, but they don't need to know.
Yeah, they don't need to know type shit. But definitely my family, definitely the homies that I keep around me. You know, there is a lot of yes people within the industry, and they are around me, but they're not with me.
True.
I can't keep them with me. I need people that can say like, nah, that pink hair ain't it, or
switch it up. Yeah, everyone needs that. If you don't have that, you'll be doing the wrong things
100%,
without even knowing.
But not everybody knows that they need that. You know, some people are super comfortable with having yes men in their life.
And they get offended if you hear otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's my family, kept me grounded for sure.
Shout out to the fans.
Shout out to the fans.
One thing I feel like I've learned from you is that from starting at such a young age, managing to get to the level you're at now, hard work and consistency has obviously paid off. Would you believe that's one of the most valuable things that you've had?
For sure.
Yeah.
Many times I wanted to give up though, because it just felt like, fuck am I doing it for? Like who's listening to me? Where am I getting, what's the fucking point? I haven't made a cent off of this, you know what I mean? And even when music. I do, it's literally cents. It's cents. Do people even know, like, do the average listeners know how much we get from streams?
I don't think they do. I think a lot of people see 500,000, a milli streams and think, they're balling.
No,
big balling.
That is not the fucking go. It is not the vibes. It's literally like cents. And so I just was at a point. Well, had lots of points where I was just like, fuck, what's the point? But I think the point was knowing that I'm bigger and better than, and I have a purpose in this music. There's nothing else that's ever felt more real to me, and there's nothing else I've ever connected to more than music. So like that's what's kept me going.
So what do you think has like contributed to you having that work ethic towards music? Like you could have done that and been like, I made the finals, but I didn't make it through. Or I didn't pop off. I'm not, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think contributed to your work ethic still after all these years? You're still going. You're still putting in that work every single day.
I think I just got a good mindset in the sense that like, okay, I didn't do this thing, but there has to be something bigger than this thing. There's something bigger than X Factor finals.
Of course.
You know what I mean? There's something bigger than AGT finals. There's something bigger than Triple J like a version. There's something bigger than Listen Out Festival being on the first of the lineup. You know, there's being at Listen Out, but being on the last at the end of the lineup. You know what I mean? Yeah, headline. But it's not even headline. It's like playing at 3:00. You know what I mean? There's that. There's levels to all of this shit, and I think just me constantly telling myself there's levels to what the fuck music is, and so until you reach those levels, then like you just got to keep going and keep stepping up the ladder. Yeah. Because I want to be at the top of the ladder.
Oh, hey, we're getting there. Slowly but surely, you're getting there.
100%.
Oh, but I was still on the topic of reality TV. Is that what we call it? Reality TV music shows?
Yeah, 100.
You've made a fan out of, I guess, one of the biggest reality TV winners, Guy Sebastian. How did you cross paths to be able to, first of all, find out that he's one of your fans?
Bro, okay, so we did the, what was it called? Look at me. Acting like a superstar. Not know what the fuck.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You went to an event.
It was an event. I think it was Aria's.
I think it was one of the award shows. Yeah,
Aria's award shows. And I went in And bro, to say that I was nervous is a fucking understatement. I pumped like 4 J's before I got in there because I was
chill the vibes.
So nervous. And I was in an off-white fit too, and I got told off because like the off-white fit was given to me by a stylist, and it wasn't really like, we didn't buy it. It was just like given to me, and then they saw me smoking in it, and then I got in trouble. Anyways, that's how I had the story.
Yeah.
But I walk in, do the red carpet. That was my first proper red carpet, so I'm fucking stressing. And it's like the movies. It's like, hey girl, look this way. Hey girl, over here. Hey girl. People just yelling at me. I'm like, fuck, say please. But it's really like the movie shit. And then I did it, got to the end, and then boom, straight away interview. And then I had 3 seconds to myself to kind of just look at my manager and my team and just be like, holy fuck, that was cool. Then I feel someone tap me on my shoulder, and I turn around and it's Guy. And I'm like, whoo.
That Mr. Sebastian?
Yeah. And then he's like, I just want to say, this is when my Bars of Steel came out. He goes, I just want to say your Bars of Steel shook me, like literally shook me. And I'm following you, been following you since. I have heard about you prior to your Bars of Steel, but not, really found anything of yours that captured me in the way your Bars of Steel did. And he goes, I'm just so excited for you and your future. Please let me know. Just keep me updated with everything that you have going on. He was fangirling. He was just like, oh my God, you're A.Girl. Like,
what a good guy.
I was freaking out. I was like, dude, you're literally like Australian legend. You
100%.
know what I mean?
He's
like,
built a legacy beyond belief already.
Yeah, 100%. And so that's like the first 10 minutes of me walking into this ARIA's award show. And Guy Sebastian fangirled over me, and I took to my private Instagram story and spoke about it afterwards and had a little moment to myself. But I think out of that whole night, that was probably the coolest thing that happened to me. Amazing. For sure.
You had any other big celebrities hit out you like that, or he was the one?
I think he was the one, because it was just like, as a youngin', you grew up listening, knowing Guy Sebastian. You watched,
everyone knows that Angels brought me here. I don't give a fuck if they say they don't. Come on, that was a vibe.
That's the vibe. Yeah, that's the vibe. So it was definitely him. There probably has been others, but like I said, just goldfish brain. Like,
it's gone.
There's so much that has happened in the past couple of years, past couple of months. I can't even fucking remember.
No, that's cool. Good vibes. We'll switch it up from that. I know one thing me and you have in common is a love for good food. Good food from the area.
Chat to me.
Good food from the area more than anything, I feel. Do you remember the first time we met?
No, not really.
I didn't think you would. So, Parkley Markets. Those little Dutch pancakes.
Oh, the Dutch pancakes.
Dutch pancakes, man.
Cause I remember.
A little bit of maple syrup.
Yes, and the icing sugar.
Come on.
And the whipped cream. You gotta have whipped cream.
Big fan. So between that, I know we got a love for Aljana garlic sauce. I ain't even gotta say it.
She's from Granville.
I ain't even gotta say it. You got to. All right, if you could put a little feast together of a bit of every food from the area, just a little song.
Right, yeah.
Chuck us a little.
Like a plate from Aljana has to be.
Of course.
Like charcoal chicken leg piece with the pickles, the garlic sauce, leb bread. That's that. And then, but I do like, in Granville, there's Awafi down the street as well. I like their charcoal chicken. It's just, like, sometimes Aljana can just be dry because they're quick with it. You know what I mean? Awafi doesn't really have many people, so I think they just, like...
keep the new shit coming.
Yeah. And the tenderness of the chicken. So good. So, plate of Aljana, plate of Awafi. There's Memo Pizzas up the road from me as well. Memo's Pizza and pasta. Fuck, it's real good.
Vibes.
The pasta, just so oily and thick. You shouldn't eat it. Like, you look at it and it's just like...
If you're eating pasta, you know you want to get fat from it. You know it's going to happen.
Exactly. But it's just so fucking thick and oily. So, they got this chicken carbonara pasta there. Plate of that. And then they got pide. Any pide.
Man.
Chicken, beef, spinach and cheese. Probably all 3 of them there as well. And then...
what about a dessert? You got anything you could throw in dessert, or are we talking just a McFlurry?
No, I don't like ice cream. I hate ice cream.
Oh, that's out of the question.
I hate ice cream. But like a soft serve cone and like hot chips from McDonald's.
I never got people that did that. You're saying like my cousin.
Fuck? What do you mean?
Oh, that's weird. I never tried it. But
chicken nuggets and soft serve too.
This is another level, come on, bro. You sound like my cousin, but I can't be doing that.
Chicken nuggets and soft serve.
Nah, never.
Have you ever tried double sausage and egg McMuffin?
Don't ruin it for me.
No. Here you go. Open it up. Put the hash brown in.
Yeah.
Drizzle maple syrup.
Haven't drizzled, but can imagine it being hectic.
It's fucking hectic. It's fucking hectic.
Hectic.
But yeah, probably that as well. And then for dessert, just like probably like baklava.
Oh, yeah, that's area one. Yeah, we've got the vibes out here. All right, while we're on the topic of area then, you've always been a girl, woman of the area, I feel. Yeah. Even your first single was A.Girl. Yeah. 2142. Postcode repping.
Yes.
But then you moved on to, what are we talking here? Vision, the 64 bars. Yes. One of your bars from it. I'm good with everyone, don't pick a team. Stand in the middle, I float in between. So for being someone from the area who's openly happy to work with anyone from the area, how hard is it to do that when there's obviously a divide? There's a divide out there.
It is very hard. There are private conversations that I've had to have with different groups of people within the industry that I keep private.
Of course.
But there's conversations that I've had with lots of different people because I do surround myself with lots of different people and I want him or her to know about him and her that I be speaking with as well.
There's no secrets.
There's no secrets with me. It's very open. No one's ever really had a problem with me. Because I keep it open, because I come to them and say, yo, G, you know, we got this track and that track, and you know how we was hanging in the studio last week? Well, if you see me posted up with him or her or them, I'm coming to you first and letting you know. So, it's type shit. But I feel like that's one of the things that that is of A.Girl's branding, is that she is just very neutral. The energy about myself, not even A.Girl's, like put A.Girl to the side, me, Angel, I'm just, it is what it is with me. There is no hidden agenda with me. There is no fucking, I'm trying to get ins with this group or that group just so I can chase clout off of that and chase clout off of him.
You can see that's not a thing.
It's just not me. And so I think that's why I am able to float in between lots of different people within the scene who don't really fuck with each other but fuck with me, is because they all know that my intent is good. My intent is never ill. My intent is never to fuck anything up. My intent is never to run from this group to tell this group anything. I've had people within the scene, you know, kind of let me in behind the scenes of their music and their plans and their views and their stuff. And sometimes I feel like it's a test to me to let me in, because I know these people are so secretive with their shit. So I know if they do hear of it getting anywhere, they know where to track it back to. Yeah. So I feel like sometimes I am tested in that sense, and I always pass, I guess. Because
you've done it. You've interacted with.
Okay. 100%. And I like it that way. I really pat myself on the back for that. I feel pretty gangster that I can travel between lots of different people and it eats well for me. I am waiting for the moment that someone does have a problem with it still, just because I think I'm an overthinker and I just, you know, kind of expect the worst with all situations, to be honest, because I'm just prepared for whatever comes. But I think I've talked to myself enough to be able to know how to handle that situation if it does arise.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, saying that, you've been made bangers with area people galore. You got bangers with what? JC now, Spacely, BY, Sydney Youngins, all of the areas.
Yeah.
Right, all of the areas. Out of state, is there anyone you really want to work with that you haven't had a chance to yet?
Lissy, for sure.
Oh.
Love Lissy.
It's got to happen. He said the same about you.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I met him.
You were at the top of his list.
I think I met him down in Melbourne when he was there for the Chill Tour. He just invited me to like just kick-ons. And we just spoke real briefly, and I just really enjoy his energy. I like who he keeps around him, like his boys. It's very much his crew. It's very much
good vibes.
Yeah, good vibes, family oriented. I went in to the kick-ons and I was like, fuck, this is like all my uncles. Like it was just like all my cousins. It was just very much like, yeah, this is the potty crew. So Lissy for sure. Who else? Probably down in Melbourne. I forget his name. Babyface.
More?
That one.
Oh.
That one. There's something so special about that guy. It's not funny.
We got a show tomorrow. You should probably pull through and just be like, hey,
I would love to, but you know what I got tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, true.
Right.
We're busy. But you got to make that link, because like you said, that is someone who's different.
Yeah.
Mixed with your skill set.
Yeah. No, I saw him for the first time, heard of him for the first time down in Melbourne when Chill brought him out on stage. Brought him out on stage. And I was like, who? I'm looking around, literally trying to find someone backstage to be like, who the fuck
skinny
is
ass
this?
white boy? Yeah.
Who is this white boy? Making this type of music. Then he gets off stage, and I'm a shy cunt bad, but I was just like, I gotta. When I know someone's special, when I feel like they deserve their flowers, I'll go give it to them, even though I know I'm shy, like personal. So I went over and I was just like, oh, hey G, like good shit. Didn't hear about you until didn't hear about you until tonight, but fucking good shit. We ended up having a night out afterwards, and it was fucking hectic just getting to know him as a person, but I think he's real cool, real dope.
Awesome.
Makes crazy music.
Hectic.
I really do want to like reach out to more female artists though.
For sure.
But it's just like, where are they? Where are y'all?
Man, but this is the thing. Once one female sparks it up, it's just like area music. This has been going for a lot longer than anyone who's probably watching has heard. But it's taken those years to develop into the talent we've got now.
It has.
So the female's got to be on the way.
Yeah, for sure. I think most of the female artists that I work with and fuck with here in Sydney are my homies anyway. So it's just like, you know, kind of linking up with them feels a little bit normal in the sense that we're just like, we see each other around the way. So to be able to link with new female artists would be real dope. Awesome. Dope feeling.
Cool. You were just saying before, you are shy. All right. Apparently shy. But look, I did see, apparently, I was down at the Sydney Young'uns video shoot with you. Yeah?
Yep.
The track.
Ride or Die.
You always pull off this confident demeanor. You do. You pull it off, whether it be the videos in person. But even at that spot, before you pulled up onto set, you even screamed out a little. Look, I'm fucking nervous, bro.
Yeah.
How do you go from, say, being that nervous angel to the confident demeanor of A.Girl?
It's a switch. It's like...
It's a quick flick of a switch?
Yeah. It's like putting on a hat. I think that's why I purposely have... There's three personas, I guess. There's way more than three, but fuck, we can't get into them. But there's three main ones. There's Hinenui Tarangi. That's me with my family.
Say that one more time.
Hinenui Tarangi.
Yeah.
So that means, like in English, like the girl gift from above. So like my white name is Angel. So there's Hinenui Tarangi, Angel, and A.Girl. And I feel like I kind of switch between the three whenever they are needed.
The situation,
you know what I mean?
Comes
like
up,
they come to light when I need them. So when I'm at shoots, or before I pull up to shoots, or before I have my wig on or my makeup on or my fit on or whatever, I'm Angel, and I'm fucking shitting it, because it's just like, what is she gonna say? What is they gonna say when this goes out? Who's gonna say something? If they do say something, what am I gonna say? How am I gonna react to it? How am I gonna feel about it? And I'm nervous. I'm just nervous. What if I fall down? What if I got something in my face? Like, just so much fucking shit is going through my...
situation.
Shit. What if I spew up? Like, the rent.
And who the fuck's going to care?
Yeah, no one's going to clean it up. I'm going to have to spew up and clean it up myself. Fuck, rah. And so, that's Angel. But then, I kind of... I put my other hat on, and I'm like, it's A.Girl. Everybody's here for you. Everybody's here not wanting to waste any fucking time. So you have no time to be nervous. You have no time to be shy. You put money in, and more importantly, you put energy and time into this. That's something you can't get back ever. So do what the fuck you came here to do, get it done, and be nervous after. Smoke your fucking brains out, drink, fucking yell.
Whatever you need to do.
Do what the fuck you need to do. Take your heels off, take the wig off, and run around for a little bit. Fuck, I don't know, but figure out what it is that's your little niche thing that gets you feeling like I'm the shit, and do it, because you just gotta get it done. You can't be nervous your whole life. But yeah, Angel's nervous. Hinenui Tarangi is shy for sure, but A.Girl's is that bitch.
Beast.
Proper.
So how'd you go before R&B queen? Talking my words, R&B queen. How'd you go from being that R&B queen to popping up Triple J Like a Version for the first time? How behind the scenes were you feeling when you're like, fuck, I'm about to put my raps out there for the first time? Was it the first time?
Which one? On
the Tucker Perry one?
Perry.
Was that the first time you went public with the raps?
Yeah.
And, well, that's the first time everyone really came and said, well, fuck, Angel can drop bars.
Yeah.
You talk about some serious shit.
Yeah.
We're out there. How are you feeling behind the scenes before coming out with that? Thinking about people's mixed reactions, I guess.
I wasn't really, at that point in time in my life, I wasn't really phased. I wasn't really, and it wasn't because I thought I was a shit, it was because I didn't think anybody was listening to me. I didn't think anybody gave a fuck.
They damn gave a fuck after that verse.
Yeah, after the verse. After it came out, I was like, oh, now I'm fucking nervous. Because people gave a fuck. Because people was resharing. Because people in the scene who I was trying to get their attention for the longest time started catching I caught their attention. And so I was like, at the time, I was just like, I just think it's cool. I think it's cool what I wrote. I think it's cool what we're doing. I think it's cool what I'm speaking about. I think it's cool that I'm on like a version. I think it's cool. So there was no really nerves that day. There was no shyness, no none of that. I was just like, whatever.
Let's go.
If people see it. No, not even let's go.
Huh?
Nah, it wasn't like, yeah, fucking oath, let's go. It was just like, yeah, let's just do it. If people see it, people see it. If they don't, they don't. People fucking saw it.
Oh, that spread like fucking wildfire. Man. Yeah, 100%.
Proper. But yeah, there was no thought process, no nothing.
Whose idea was it to do the raps? Like, did they get you in the studio and go, oh, we want you to sing on this, and you're like, oh, but hold up.
No, it was Tucker. It was Tucker. Because Tucker knows I rap.
Yeah.
Because we spent time in the studio, fucking around and doing so much shit. And so he knows that I rap, but that even him having that confidence in me, to believe in me enough to have me on his platform, on his like a version to rap some bars was like, it was like a cool little, what's the word? Like validation for me. Like,
that people want to see it.
Yeah, not even, like my homie. Like, the producer that I worked with in the studio for the first time, that I made my first couple of tracks with, thinks that I'm good enough to jump on his like a version to spit bars. Cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So we got in stu and I wrote my verse. We laid it down, sent it to Triple J, and they were like, that's a banger, let's run with it.
And it worked. It worked. No one can deny that it worked. Yeah. But being around, I guess, boys from the area, you know, you got Shotta, you got Golo, you know, ex-partners, Spacely, everyone everyone's rapped around you. Do you reckon that gave you the bit where like, I know I rap, I can do this better than some of these motherfuckers out here?
A little bit,
Did you have that in the back of your mind? Where like, oi, once you got that going, you're like, oi, it's time to really show them what a girl can do out here?
It's like, there was no... I surrounded myself with all of yous.
Oh,
how did you not expect me to want to rap?
At the time, how
did you not think that I was gonna at least spit some bars and something? You know what I mean? I'm learning. I'm sitting in stew with y'all. I'm sitting in trap houses with y'all. I'm sitting in cribs with y'all, listening to you freestyle, listening to you get heated over a verse because you don't think Skis is going in hard enough or whatever. You know what I mean?
But like, Skis, you going hard enough, bro.
Skis,
don't worry about
don't even.
Don't
fucking
even
Skis is
it.
nah. Don't even chat about Skis. Everybody, Skis, no golden nugget.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've been around the homies so much in that environment, in that rap environment, in that rapper environment. Even before rapping, like I would always get told, fuck, you move like a rapper. You talk like a rapper. You dress like a rapper.
True.
And I was like, yeah, well, look at all my friends. They're all rappers. Like,
of course they're going to influence you.
Yeah, bad. And then they influenced me so much to the point where I became a rapper. So it really is like, it's shout out to the homies, because it's like without them, I wouldn't have felt like I had the confidence to be a rapper. Not even confidence, just like the knowledge of knowing what rap is, in a sense of like, you get into stew and you kind of do it like this. It's not how you would write a song. It's not how you would come up with melodies. It's so different. But there's that side of it, but there's also the side of like, all my homies are rappers, so why would I rap? You get me? But I guess you came and you outshined a lot of the, you know, so it was time. For sure. That's all growth. And 100. Growth is heavy for you right now. Real heavy. So going from songs like, I think last year was Love Drunk, All Over You, to now we got Weed and Boys with JC. You can already see a slight tinge. Yep. I lost it. The train of thought just gone, I lost it. But, so the growth, right? Yeah. What do you think inspired the growth? Because you can hear it in your music, the way you present yourself as a woman these days, you're really expressing who you are as a girl. What inspired the growth to just go, fuck, it's time to bring this side out? Probably like heartbreak, Yeah? Proper. Let me just fuck this up a little bit. Yeah, heartbreak. Breaking up with my ex, and then just losing people close to me. It was just kind of like, I had never really been on my ones before. Like, I was with my ex when I was real young, and we had been together for ages, for time, And we broke up when I was around like 19, 18. And that's kind of the point where like, you know, you as a youngin have already, you know, developed these kind of like social skills, friends. You've gone out to parties and stuff like that. But like, I was real chill, like being with my boyfriend at home, kicking it.
You're happy to kick back.
Yeah, I was happy to kick back. So when I became single, I was like, fuck. What is life? What is the world?
Let me get out there
and let me experience shit. And I did that and met a lot of weird motherfuckers, met a lot of hurtful motherfuckers, snaky motherfuckers, cool motherfuckers, nice motherfuckers. Just met a lot of different people, and it just kind of, I threw myself in the deep end, to be honest, but it wouldn't have happened without that heartbreak. It wouldn't have happened if I didn't say I need to be on my ones and I need to just kind of suss myself out. It hurt like a motherfucker butt. But it was like looking back now, everything does happen for a reason, and I'm glad that we kind of went our own ways. Yeah, because
hurt brings out the best in some people. Huh?
Hurt, trauma, pain, all of that, all of that.
Gives you a whole lot of songs to write about.
100%, and I feel like my whole life I have been through some real heavy shit, but like it was never my shit. When I went through that breakup, that was my thing, that was my hurt. So when I went through that hurt, I was just like, okay, let me go find happiness. And it took me a while to find happiness. I would confidently say that I didn't find happiness until like maybe last year or maybe even this year, to be honest. But happiness throughout a whole lot of bullshit.
Do you think you're happy with yourself, happy with what you're doing right this second?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, good to hear.
Yeah.
Growing, you just keep on growing, as we're talking about. Growth right now, you've linked up with Chillin It.
Yeah.
How the hell did the first link up with Chillin It come, other than in our comments? Because I know there was a little to and fro in the comments, and I was take flight comments be the link right now.
Yeah, straight the fuck out. you mended that. You mended that. But the first proper link, he had hit me up and he said, look, come over to my crib, let me just suss ya, punch a few cones and fucking just kick back.
Man.
Funny cunt, but went over to his crib, and like I said, I'm a shy cunt, so I brought my little sis with me. Probably wasn't the best idea.
The environment?
Yeah. But my sister's seen worse. She's kicked it in trap houses with me, and I'm not sure if that's good to say on camera either, but fuck it, it is what it is. My little sister is my G, she's my rock, so I took her with me kind of just knowing that, like, you know, if anything does kind of just feel a little bit off, in the sense where like I'm just like not feeling the vibes, she could just step, even though she's younger than me, she's a fucking G, she would step in and be like, chill, we got to go, like we got to go, she wouldn't be scared. So brought her with me, went to his crib, met his mother, met his dog, like it was real wholesome vibes. Started punching cones, he was pulling out
some shit.
Yeah. Stuff that I was like smelling, and I was just like, fuck me. Fuck,
He stocked up.
I'm used to Mahmoud fucking Maui area, but not none of this shit. But I was like, fuck it, run it. I claim myself to be 420 queen, so let's go. We started smoking, and then he started speaking real serious with me, and then he hit me with the freestyle. And I go, oh shit. On a freestyle, bro. And he was just sitting there for the next 30 minutes convincing me to try and freestyle. But in a sense where it was like, he was just trying to tell me, you know, you're the shit. Like, you're here in my home right now because I validate you as a rapper. So fucking rap for me. And I was like, fuck. You can't. Fuck you.
Fucking better do something.
Yeah. But I was like, you fucking dog. Like, you're actually like the only person that I rate within the scene right now.
Because you've been a big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily like big fan in the sense where I know all his lyrics or anything, but a big fan in this, like, I love him. I love Chill. I love who he is as a person and the energy that he exudes. So just so drawn to him as a person. So kicking it with him in his house was a big fucking deal for me, because I was like, this is what I'm all about. Energy-wise, this is what I'm all about, is getting to know people's energies. But then he's sitting there pressuring me, pushing me to be like, fucking rap, rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, fuck. All right, I'm just going to have to. After like 30 minutes, I'm like, I'm just going to have to. Chuck's on a YouTube beat, and I just start, not really spitting, but like singing just like different things, just like melodic rap type shit. And he's like, okay. Then he steps in and starts rapping bars, and I'm like, oh, bro, I'll just shut the fuck up.
But you gave it a good go.
I gave it a good go. And then he was like, okay, cool, sweet. And then he was like, so, tall, la da da, da da da.
So straight
into it. And I was like, I'm too high for this. What the fuck? Talk to me tomorrow, cause like straight up, this is all going over my head. Like I'm tripping that I'm even in your house right now.
It's a kind of little dream state going on.
big dream state, not little, big. But yeah, it was kind of like, I take that first interaction with him as him being like, I want to suss if you're worth my while type shit. And then when I did what I did, after him pressuring me, pushing me for like 30 minutes, it was like, all right, cool, solid. We're gonna link and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And he wasn't shit either, because look at me now.
You're there doing it halfway through.
Yeah.
How's the audience reaction been? Because they're used to big male energy, big vibes, big all.
Bro, they want to see a sexy hot female up on stage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, I feel that proper. And it's not even like I'm on some, you know, like there's bare female artists, I feel like, within the Sydney scene right now who like, you know, have a few songs popping off here and there that kind of do the whole like sex sales type shit.
Yeah.
It's not even that I'm doing that. And shout out to them, you know, to each their own. That's their prerogative. But like, that's just not me, you know. I like being a sexy cunt, but I still like my baggy clothes. I still like my boundaries. I still like my, you know, go fuck yourself type energy. I'm still a girl from the area.
Yeah.
So I get up there and I sing my little ass off. I rap and I do a little, you know, shum, and they fucking lose their mind. It's like they're sick of sausage on stage.
Thank God we got a female.
Yeah, thank God. And so that's the energy I get from Chill's crowd.
Awesome.
Majority of them have never heard of me before either, which is pretty cool. They're discovering me for the first time. But since being on this tour, on this leg of the tour, I think Melbourne and Brisbane were the first couple of dates. But since then, you know, I think his fans have latched on to who I am as an artist, seeing that I've been on this tour. And so I think even coming to Sydney, like, yeah, Sydney's my hometown, but I feel like Chill's crowd is still very much Chill's crowd, and wouldn't know really still who A.Girl was. But when I came to Sydney, it felt like everybody was like, we know who she is now.
Mad.
Because of like the different cities we've done before and how much I've been over Chill's socials and shit like that. But it's been really good. It's been fucking crazy. I've not experienced a crowd like this in my whole life.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you got any backstage tour stories you could tell us? Anything special happen? Anything crazy? Or has it been pretty alright?
Forte.
Oh, Forte's a beast in...
Bro.
I've only met him once in my life, but the videos I've seen of Forte are just
He's just
ruckus.
A funny cunt. He's a funny cunt.
Oh, man.
Proper funny cunt. Yeah. There are some stories, but I'm not even sure if I want to share them, to be honest.
That's cool.
But there's a lot of stories, a lot of involved, a lot of things,
good times,
a lot of great times, a lot of girls, a lot of shit that I've just never been exposed to before. But I'm in a safe environment and I'm with my peeps, and I always roll with my crew, so I'm always good. But it's cool to just kind of observe it from the point that I am. But it's been fucking crazy. Yeah, I just keep that shit to myself though.
Hectic. Keep the stories for down the track.
I take it to my private story.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I've seen some things.
I talk on my private story all the time. But
what's it like being on tour without? I don't think you've had any of your family. Your sister isn't coming state to state. She's not on stage with you like she might usually be. Is it good to just get out there and do a little thing on your own?
It is a little bit. It's cool to just know that I can be on my ones and I don't really need them, because like there was a point in my life where I was like, I can't move without them because of the anxiety of feeling like I just don't feel like I can do anything without my fams. So I purposely wanted to do this tour to try and challenge myself and see if I could do it on my own, because realistically I can't always have them there.
Always. Every time I see you, it's at least you and your sister for sure. She's always backing those vocals.
Yeah.
Killing it too.
Killing it. I love her for supporting me and not only supporting me, but like you said, killing it in the way that she does. She makes her own presence known. You know, it's never that's A.Girl's sister. She has her own name. That's Geo. Like, people know her name. And I fucking love her for that. I love that she's not in no shadow of anybody. Not just me. She's not in the shadow of Chill. She's not in the shadow of Cult Shutter. She's not in the shadow of anybody that she kind of surrounds herself with. Even though she's a youngin', she's very much her own person. So, love her for that. But, yeah, jumping on this tour has kind of challenged me in a way where it's like, can I do this on my own? And while I'm doing it, I'm like, yeah. One day I'm like, yeah, fucking off I can. And then one day I'm like, fuck, no, I can't. I wish I could have them here right now because I'm stressed. I'm stressing. Tracks aren't working. My voice is kind of feeling fatigued. I'm just not feeling it today mentally. I just don't fucking want to put makeup on. I don't care to put a fucking wig on. I don't care to fucking look good. So it's just, yeah, some days are good, some days are bad. But it's been a good personal sort of, challenge for myself.
Is there anything he's taught you as an artist or as a person? coming from someone who has gone from, he's been around doing things for a long time too. He was an overnight success. Is anything that he's give you a bit of inspiration or a bit of advice that's helped?
His first advice when we was kicking it at his crib was like, have confidence. Know you're the shit. Step into the room and be like, I'm fucking A.Girl.
Since that link, I feel like you can see that switch up, to be truthfully honest.
I'm telling you, like, not to gas him or anything, like, I know I say I love Chill, and I know, like, you know, I kind of do suck up his ass a lot, like, not in the sense where it's fake, it's real, it's very real. I fucking love this guy. But since that link up, I was like, I pondered on what he said to me for so long, because it just touched me in a way where I was like, I'm telling you, you are the only one I give a fuck about when it comes to like opinion in music, in life, in anything. Like, I just love the way you speak. So when he sat there and he looked me in my eye and told me, you need to be more confident with yourself, girl. Like literally like that, like, girl, like, you are the shit. Who I see in front of me right now is a different person to who I see on your Instagram, because it's just like, I can tell you're shy with it. You know what I mean? But like, stand confident in who you are. And I sat on that for like a week. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck this.
Let's go for it.
He's fucking right. Let's fucking do it. But it really, truly was that moment that kind of made me just feel like, yeah, fucking oath.
That's
I'm
hectic.
gonna do it.
Are these some of the biggest shows you played, other than my wedding, of course?
Your wedding was fucking gangster.
Big love.
That was gangster. I nearly cried, honestly.
I'm just excited to say one day when you're hitting those big stages, you know what I paid this girl to play at my wedding? Some dodgy ass shit, but it was mad to it was mad to have you there. No, but you reckon these are some of your biggest?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, your growth as a woman, growth as a person, you've just dropped your new single, Growing Up. Title fits very, very well. Is this just the beginning of a massive rollout of the year? Or is this just single on single? What's the goal?
No. I do want to release maybe 2 or 3 more singles, but dropping an EP for sure. Because a body of work needs to fucking happen. I'm holding on to too many fucking tracks and stuff.
I saw a little Instagram snapshot. There was at least 30 songs there.
Bro. And those are only the ones that I like. They're not finished. Some of them are still demos. Some of them still only got 1 verse. But they are only the ones that I like. I'm holding on to too much music. It's actually becoming ridiculous at this point. Me and my team thought that we could sit down and kind of, you know, go through my catalogue in an hour. Bro, no. Didn't happen. No, it didn't happen.
So you got a few albums to pump out there.
Bro, a few fucking albums, yeah. But still wanting to work on finding that it song. So I've been coming up behind the scenes, been coming up with like a team of people that I want to work with and who I can kind of see myself working with, and being my complete dream team is it's a mix between Tyrone from down in Melbourne, Liam from here in Sydney, Shireen, Blessed, and a mixture between like either Manu or Space, because they're just, you know, they're the homies that kind of get me in a sense where it's like they just get me as Angel and who I am off screen and behind socials and stuff. So I feel like having them in stew will be really good for like that authentic energy, kind of vibe. Authentic energy. Bring yourself out there. Bring myself. Yeah, they push me a lot, them too. Manu and Space always push me, inspire me a lot, keep me keep me feeling like a gangster too. So I need that energy in studio. But yeah, Blessed, Tyrone, Liam and Shireen.
Big lineup. Big lineup.
And I'm blessed to say that they're all homies of mine, you know what I mean? So I feel like I can
Sydney to the world with these people.
For real.
Sydney to the world. All right, to wrap it up, we were talking before about how all it takes is, I guess, one female or one artist to inspire the younger ones to do something, right? And I feel like you're going to very quickly become that person. Yeah, for the young females, even the young men, they're going to see your raps and be like, I can rap better than her.
Nah,
Good
straight
luck.
up.
Good luck. Leave us with a message for any of the youngins out there trying to start things up. Just the quickest, easiest message you can give them. Doesn't have to be quick. Good message for them.
I think keep a tight circle around you. Don't trust many, but, you know, trust a few. You do have to trust. Learn to trust, because it's important to trust. Don't be going around life thinking that you're some big gangster who's heartless and cold and doesn't need anybody. Everybody needs somebody. So find your somebodies and rely on them and call on them when you need them. Stand confident in who you are as a person. If you feel a little weird in whatever it is you're doing, then it probably means it's the right fucking thing, to be honest. And if you are a female who wants to be doing music, who wants to be stepping into this male-dominated scene, and you don't feel like you're good enough, you don't feel like your voice is loud enough, well, make it be loud. Make yourself be good enough. Make yourself want to be heard. Step into the room and, you know, observe, but don't sit back to the point where, like, you're pushed into the corner. Don't do that. Don't be that girl. Stand in the middle and confidently but respectfully take your place. And have fun with it. This shit is not to be looked at as like a job. It's fun. It's hectic. Look at me, I'm rocking pink hair. Like, it's
doing what the fuck you want.
Doing
man.
what the fuck I want. Have fun with it. Don't ever look at this shit like it's some 9-to-5 thing that you gotta wake up for and be dreading over. It's fun. The minute that it does start feeling like a job, then you gotta reevaluate and you gotta check yourself. But yeah, I guess that's all I could say.
That's hectic. That's perfect. Appreciate you having us.
Appreciate you too, G.
Yo, it's Wings. A-Girl, take flight. Thank you.
My G. Thank you.